build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. Want to cool you down, want to ice you back, want to give you instructions in your head, and want to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go up.
There's the bell for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They exchange punches. That counter shot lands. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Neither fighter willing to slow down. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punching. Just missed with that hook. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that. Back at it in round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. At this point, you got to believe.
I need you to win this round.
Time for the 5th round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Straight right just misses. Tried to score with a jab. Shot. Well done with that counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. They stop the hook there. Insane action. Despite what the Pensacola's finest is down. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there buckled him.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's talk about Roy Jones. Let's start the 6th. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
But middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything.
And down goes Crawford. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
Where did that come from? What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
There's a counter shot. That jab won't score. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just... Here comes round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. Appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Which fighter will say no mas? That jab misses. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Middleweight always gives a...
What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
What are you doing? I need you.
And there's the bell for round 8. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength, and preparation is how you are going to do it.
What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change it? It's a perfect start.
The straight right just misses. That hook is parried away. Bombs away. Perfect counter shot. So the final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style.